Eleanor pulled her shawl more tightly about her shoulders, opened the front door, and stepped firmly down the stairs into a blustery April day. Not until the door shut behind her did Eleanor's stiff shoulders ease. Miss Blakesley was a decent woman, and the impoverished cousin of Eleanor's deceased husband, Albert, besides. It was not her fault that she was a bore, at least, not entirely her fault. Surely she could temper what nature had given her with just a bit of exertion. But Eleanor knew what it was like to be poor and desperate, and she could not find it in her to turn the woman away. A brisk wind chased down Curzon Street, blowing Eleanor's brown curls into her eyes. She tucked the hair back beneath her bonnet and strode on. The chill wind might have daunted a soul made of less stern stuff, but not Eleanor. It felt good to be out of doors, alive, and in London. She admired the tulips bobbing along her route and nodded to a gentleman and lady who looked vaguely familiar. While the gentleman returned her nod rather stiffly, the lady pretended not to see her. Perhaps they had not yet met, after all. Or perhaps Miss Blakesley was right, and it was truly not done for a woman, even a widow, to walk alone. Well, Eleanor did not care. She was finally in London, free of the stifling walls of Lockhart Hall, free of the small town, where people were kind enough, but where she would always be known as the little nobody who had snagged the rich Mr. Albert Lockhart. She knew people had looked askance at her when she married a man old enough to be her father, whoever that had been. But Albert had wanted a wife and heir, and she had needed a home rather desperately. At least Albert had been kind. She sighed. Albert had always meant to bring her to London, to show her the museums and the gardens and the society parties. But then he had contracted putrid throat less than a month after their marriage, and died shortly after. She had mourned a full year for a marriage that had not lasted nearly so long. Poor Albert. She shook herself. She would not be maudlin, not now, not ever.